Hi guys, in this video we are going to be talking about the sine rule. The sine rule is basically a relationship between the sides of an angle in a triangle and the opposite side. Consider the triangle ABC. The capital letters A, B, and C are used to label the angles. So this is angle A, this is angle B, and this is angle C. The lowercase letters are used to label the sides of a triangle. The opposite angle is the same letter as the opposite side. The only difference is the capital letters are used to label the angles and the lowercase letters are used to label the sides. So this is side A, this is B, and this is C. The sine rule formula is represented as A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. We can also write this formula such that the angles are numerators and the sides are denominators. So the question is, when do we use the sine rule and what is required in order to apply this rule? The sine rule is applicable when you have two sides and one angle, or when you have two angles and one side. If you take a look at this example, we are given two angles, which is angle Q and angle R, and one side, which is PQ. We are looking for the length of all the sides of this triangle, so that would be this side and this side. This is a lowercase p, this is a lowercase q, and this is a lowercase r. So the sine rule formula for this triangle is sine p over p equals sine q over q equals sine r over r. We are not given the size of angle p, but we know that the sum of the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, 180 degrees minus 40 degrees minus 110 degrees equals 30 degrees. So the size of angle P is 30 degrees. We don't have side P, so we're just going to write P as it is. Angle Q is 110 degrees. We also don't have side Q, so we're just going to write Q. Angle R is 40 degrees and side R is 13 units. To apply this rule, we need two sides and one angle, or two angles and one side. We cannot work with these two pairs because we have two angles and unknown sides. So it's either we work with these or these two. Because we are looking for both P and Q, we're going to start with P, then we find Q. These are fractions, so to find the value of P, we have to cross multiply. 13 sine 30 degrees equals P sine 40 degrees. We then divide by sine 40 degrees to make P the subject of the formula. When you type all of this on the calculator, we get 10,11. So P is 10,11 units. To find Q, we're going to use these two. These are fractions, so we're going to start by cross multiplying. 13 sine 110 degrees equals Q sine 40 degrees. Then we divide by sine 40 degrees to make Q the subject of the formula. When you type all of this on the calculator, we get 19. Therefore, Q is 19 units. Thank you for watching. I'd like to know where you find a challenge in this chapter, so please leave a comment. We'll see you on the next video.